Imagine if you opened your Con Ed bill one day and found that they'd triple the cost of electricity or gas. Or if your local municipality arbitrarily decided to quadruple the price of your running water. There'd be a huge uproar. These are things we consider essential to living a modern life, which is why they're regulated as utilities. Well, there are certain prescription drugs that are also essential to people's lives. If you have type 1 diabetes, for example, and you don't have access to insulin, you die. Yet there are no reasonable controls on how much drug companies can charge for these life-saving medications. The price of insulin has gone up 1,000% in the past 20 years in the United States. Somehow, though, you can get the same insulin in Canada for a fraction of the price. But U.S. law prohibits you from getting prescription drugs from Canada. What's going on here? Now, I know it costs money to test and develop drugs and get them approved by the FDA, but there's a big difference between recouping your investment and gouging patients with enormous price increases, particularly when the drug hasn't changed much over time. It's hard to imagine the scientists who invent cures and treatments not being outraged over these kinds of price increases. If, for example, Jonas Salk were to find out that his polio vaccine was becoming so expensive that a lot of people couldn't afford his cure, he'd be outraged. Let's see what this looks like when we take an extreme example. In 2015, this guy, Martin Shkreli, obtained the manufacturing license for an anti-parasitic drug called Daraprim and raised the price by a factor of 56, from $13.50 a pill to $750 a pill. This was so outrageous that the media dubbed him the most hated man in America. Yet, Big Pharma has been doing similar things for years, only they're more subtle about it. This country has led the way in some of the most groundbreaking scientific and medical research the world has ever seen. It's something we should be proud of. It's just wrong to see people suffer and die because they can't afford these amazing medications and treatments. We need common sense controls on prices for life-saving drugs. And we should be free to buy these drugs from Canada and other countries as an alternative. That's where I stand on this issue. I invite you to join us as we work to fix our broken democracy. I'm Jonathan Lewis, and I'm running for Congress.